Hi there, I'm Clara Onatra, and today I'm going to be talking about the passive voice. That's the objective of this video, to recognize how to use the passive voice. Okay, let's get started. The first question for you is, do you know Stonehenge? What is that? Okay, this is the place. Still unknown? All right, so I have the location. It's in the United Kingdom, it's in this area, and I have some information for you to get more familiarized with that. It's probably the most important prehistoric monument in the United Kingdom and has attracted visitors from earliest times. The Stonehenge that we see today is the final stage that was completed about 3,500 years ago. Okay, so let's see some other facts in relation to this wonderful place. So it was built in prehistoric times. It was probably constructed as a place of worship. Many of its tombs have been stolen over the years, and it is visited by many tourists every year. Okay, so as you can see, we have more information about this place, as well as the use of passive voice. So it was built, it was constructed, so its stones have been stolen, it is visited, etc. And what are the two ingredients that we need to have the passive voice? These are the ingredients. So the verb to be and the past participle of the main verb. Okay, so let's see the passive forms depending on the tense. So for example, for present simple, we have I make a cake is made, for example, okay? With present continuous, we have I'm making a cake, so a cake is being made. With past simple, I made a cake was made. Past continuous, I was making a cake was being made. Present perfect, I have made a cake has been made. Past perfect, I have made a cake had been made. Future simple, I will make a cake will be made. Future with be going to, I'm going to make a cake is going to be made. Modal, I must make a cake must be made. And modal perfect, I should have made a cake should have been made. So as you can see, we have here a chart that has different tenses that you can use with passive forms, okay? So now let's take a look at the uses, okay, of passive voice. So number one is when the person who does the action is unknown, it's unimportant, or it's too obvious from the context. Okay, let's see the first case. My friend's phone was stolen last night. We don't know who stole it, right? So that's the first situation that is unknown. The second is this: Rolls-Royce cars are made in England. So it's not important to know who makes the cars, just that they are made in England. And finally, about this, cows are milked once a day in that farm. It's obvious that the farmer milks the cows. All right? Okay, very good. So this is the first use of the passive voice. Let's take a look at the second. It says when the action itself is more important than the person who does it. For example, in news headlines, in newspaper articles, informal notices, instructions, advertisements, etc. So let's see. She says, two teenagers were seriously injured in a car accident last night. So as you can see, we have this information which is much more important than the person who did this action, okay? And the third use is when we want to make statements more polite. For example, my new blouse is ruined. More polite than saying, you've ruined my new blouse, okay? So this is the third use. All right, so now let's go to some practice. Rewrite the following sentences using the passive voice. I have this. Number one, they asked him to present his evidence in court. You may pause the video here to take your time to think about the answer of this. Okay? Okay, the second sentence, they haven't solved the case yet. Okay, take your time. And finally, he's going to make an announcement. Okay, let's see how it goes. If you have the same answers or different. He was asked to present his evidence in court as the first one. Okay, he was asked. What's the tense that it's in here? Very good, it's past simple. The second, the case hasn't been solved yet. What is the tense in here? Present perfect, very good. And finally, an announcement is going to be made. And what is the tense in here? It's future with be going to. That's very good. Okay, so in class we'll be working more on this. Okay, thank you so much. These are the references. That's it. Thank you.